Today was a very successful day. I actually have caught 6, which is my limit for my son and myself. We beginning it was small, and then after they got really big, we did catch the rest for fun. We threw it away. We put it back gently, well, not gently, but we tossed them back safely so that way it can continue to thrive and survive. It's crazy. Today was the best day ever, I gotta admit. But let's take a look. Here's my cooler. And you can see the size of this fish. It's pretty much bigger than my cooler already. And we're talking about over, let me see, here's a measurement right in the back here. Talking about from tail tip. We're talking about almost 30 inch. I would say 29 from what I see here. 29 inch. And I'm sure there's many other big ones you can see here too. There's another big guy right here. Him as well. And we do have the smaller one, which was the beginning one that we caught. They are cocktails, so we want to keep some small one as well. I'm not going to take all out at once. I just want to maintain the freshness. First thing, yeah, so the first thing what you want to do is when you catch it, I have learned, I actually hate bluefish in the past, but now I have discovered that once you catch it, what you want to do is immediately stab in the head, which I did right here, and then in between, usually some people cut the tail, which is fine too. I just didn't have the knife or the scissor. And look at the cat, I just crawling over there. Alright, so you will cut right in here. I'm going to show them, angle this back to your way, right here. Cut this part off, and this is a vein that goes right through the heart and everything. And when you put the fish into your bucket, make sure it's upside down so you can bleed it all out. Okay, so that way you get rid of all the blood in there. It's really cool. The meats are much cleaner looking, and it's not as dirty. So let me rinse this out and show you the next part on how to prepare a bluefish. Making sure you understand that bluefish has a lot of mercury level, okay? So we want to kind of reduce the amount of mercury within the fish itself so we don't ingest them. Okay, in order to do that, there's a certain way of cleaning it. Okay, I'm making a lot of mess here, which is fine because I'm outdoor and the water will fertilize my plant anyway. There's nothing go to waste right there. Okay, so here's the fish. The very important part to understand is do not eat anywhere that's fatty. So like the dorsal fin here, do not eat that, and also the top here as well. But when you fillet it, you'll see the difference too. And the belly, do not even eat that. Mercury accumulate in that area. The final one is the, after you fillet, I'll show you the dark meat, which is the brown color. You don't want to eat that as well. It actually has a lot of mercury there too. Okay, so what I normally like to cut is from the belly here all the way to the edge here. Why? It's because I don't want the belly fat. Again, that's a lot of mercury in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fillet this real quick. I just sharpened up my knife and it should work pretty well. Alright, so that's the first fillet right there. Looks really nice. I know some people like to eat the head for soup, which is good too. I will be saving that for my parents, for my mom, and also maybe my mother-in-law wants it too. And I know my friend also like to use them as soup as well. So I am giving some of them to my friend. I am not eating all this myself. It was fun catching, I gotta tell you. Today was a very productive day. Okay, so I'll go ahead and leave this. I don't need to talk much about it. It's just the head. I know a lot of people don't eat the head, so it doesn't matter. Here's the fillet. Again, I like to keep this board clean, so I'm gonna move this meat over this way and kind of spray this off. I hate all the mess here. There we go. Okay. Now I take out, this is the one I like to cut through really thick, hard. This is my fillet knife. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and do that on the tail. You don't have to go too close to the meat. I feel that it's better if you do lightly and don't dig right into the skin like you normally do with a fillet. And the reason why is because of the brown meat. We don't want that. We want to eliminate that because that is where all the mercury levels are. Okay, the other good part is the skin. Never throw it away. You go ahead and compost it. My wife loved gardening, and you know, those that love gardening yourself, I'm sure you know it too. Keep every part of the fish that you're not going to use, bury it. I tell you, a month later, to me it was gone. So I don't know about everybody else, but a month later I come back, decomposed, not even a bone is left. So definitely it's worth it. Okay, so I'm going to throw that away. Now I'm going to flip this around to show you. You can see here, the reason I'm wearing gloves is my hand got really cut. I was holding the gill and got me pretty good. Okay, so here it is. See this brown meat? You don't want any of that. Same with here. So my way of doing it is to also remove bones and everything. I like to just cut it right through the middle. Okay, now feel for any bones in here. Because these fillets, we're going to fry them and batter it and fry it. It's really amazing. The flavor is just out of this world. So that's our kind of like our next step after we've done all the fillets. But again, I am saving some for my friends, so they'll be my freezer just for them. And you see, remove as much as possible all the brown meat. I mean, the better, the less the better. So just be safe. Read some precautions from the New York State regulation. I know that if you catch these fish out of above throat neck or something, or a throat neck area, do not eat them. I believe the mercury level content for some reason is higher up there. I don't know, but that's what I read. And if you're interested in a link, put in your comment. I can share that with you. You can probably Google it yourself and find that out too. You got a slab of meat right there. My gosh. See all this brown meat? It gotta go. This is a very productive year, especially on these bluefish. I'm not sure because of limitation, they limit only you to 3 fish and that caused the population to grow. I don't know. But again, this is the Shinnecock Inlet where I caught it. So if you're interested or you want to drive out there, you want to have a day off and you want to go and catch some fish, or you don't want to keep it, you want to catch it for fun, you can do that. I'm sure the locally they're around too, but I haven't tried local yet because I know where the spots are and I want to make sure I got to catch fish. And my son was actually first time catching these blue, and it's funny, like when they were little, I let them go ahead and catch snappers, and now they upgraded. It was bluefish. He was like amazed how powerful it is, how strong these fish are. He just loved it, and I'm glad he decided to go with me. I know he didn't want to wake up this morning. It was like 7:30 in the morning. You know, it's tough to get up that early, but when you want the fish, you just want to head out there, beat the traffic coming back home. Today's a weekday that I went with him, and you want to avoid definitely the traffic coming home. It's a great fishing day. All right, almost done here. So there you go. I mean, this is the gist of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and fillet the rest, and then the next step is we're gonna show you what we do, how we cook it, so that we can exactly see how that would taste. So there you go, look at this. Look at this slab of meats, wow. Awesome. All right, to the next step.